Never should be. Boop. Like your sweater? Thank you! I don't know. It felt comfortable. And I wanted to wear something warm. You ever see a guy on the internet wear a cardigan? Now I've seen everything. Did my cat? Yeah, she did. She, of course, messed up my green screen. Why wouldn't she? She always messes up my green screen. We'll deal with volume in a second. Because I have no idea how loud it's going to be. Yo. It's been so long since I played this. Yeah, I know Mass Effect 2 is free on PC today, but I think I own 2 and 3 on Origin already. But I'll probably do the entire series playthrough, or at least I'll start on Xbox 360. I think I might be able to import 360 data to PC, I'm unsure. I'll figure it out. But, yeah. Welcome to Mass Effect. Rex. I think 40% might be good. Might turn it down just a bit. I'm so excited. All right. Welcome to Mass Effect, if this is your first time tuning in to this game. This is the game that more or less kickstarted my enjoyment of games with great stories and great gameplay. Now, the gameplay side from Mass Effect 1, it does not age well. This game does not age well at all, but when it first came out, holy crap. It was so great and so fun, and man, decisions and character, it was just a great game. But this game kind of made me realize, man, games can have like these fantastic characters and these really difficult questions that they grapple with, especially in the later parts of Mass Effect, and I don't know. It just kind of made me love storytelling in video games. So, yeah. Let's get started.
Welcome to Alliance Military Database. Classified information requested. Establishing secure connection.
This is definitely what
Secure
future computers look like,
confirmed.
100%. So, real quick, manually enter a new ID, yes. So, I personally like the VA for FemShep more than MaleShep, but I've never actually done a full series playthrough with FemShep. I have with Male Shepherd, I want to say maybe twice, and I've beaten like Mass Effect 2 and 3 without a Mass Effect 1 import with, I don't think I've ever beaten Mass Effect 1 with the female before, so we're gonna go with FemShep, because I like her voice actor, and it's great. Now, of course, it's gonna be T-Rex Shepherd. Duh. Whoops. It would be if I could spell right, but I can't.
Please log in to access your profile.
Dude, what a great first name.
Warning,
Oh, no.
data corruption detected. Please reconstruct profile. Confirm
basically,
pre-service
this is-
history.
This is the game's way of you establishing your character in a kind of a unique way where it's like your character always existed the way you're putting it in, but you're still making the choices, so it's not like you're just starting from this. You have all of the past decisions that led up to where you are right now still. And so you have all your pre-service history stuff. So, or Spacer, both of your parents were in the Alliance military. Your childhood was spent on ships and stations as they transferred from posting to posting, never staying in one location for more than a few years. Following in your parents' footsteps, you enlisted at the age of 18. Colonist. You were born and raised on Mindor, a small border colony in the Attican Traverse. When you were 16, slavers raided Mindor and slaughtering your family and friends. You were saved by a passing Alliance patrol, and you enlisted with the military a few years later. You were an orphan, raised on the streets of the great megatropolises, covering Earth. You escaped the life of petty crime and underworld gangs by enlisting with the Alliance military when you turned 18. So you're always there when you're basically 18. So basically, like, were your parents military? Are you kind of in it for, like, to kind of bring justice back to the galaxy? Or are you, like, kind of... I almost feel like Earthborn is like, hey, what is... Are you Captain Kirk from the new Star Trek movies? Like, you want to get away from all the life? So, I think I've done Spacer. So I think I'm going to do Colonist. Let's do that.
Confirm psychological profile.
Psychological profile. And so these decisions actually impact, I think it's mainly the start of the game, because it kind of gives you a briefing on, like, we know what you did when you were blah, 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 and it, like, has the decisions of all that stuff. Revenge against the Batarians, dude. Batarians. Go for 100% playthrough? I don't know if, like, for achievement's sake, but we will do, like, all story stuff, yes. Soul Survivor. During your service, a mission you were on went horribly wrong. Trapped in an extreme survival situation, you had to overcome physical torments and psychological stresses that would have broken most people. You survived while all those around you fell, and now you alone are left to tell the tale. War Hero. Early in your military career, you found yourself facing an overwhelming enemy force. You've risked your own life to save your fellow soldiers and defeat the enemy despite the impossible odds. Your bravery and heroism have earned you medals and recognition from the Alliance Fleet. Can't read. Ruthless. Through your military career, you have held fast to one basic rule. Get the job done. You've been called cold, calculating, and brutal. Your reputation for ruthless efficiency makes your fellow soldiers wary of you. But when failure is not an option, the military always goes to you first. I think I've almost always done War Hero, because I'm like, yeah, I want to be a War Hero, but I think I might want to do Soul Survivor. Ruthless just, I don't know. I've never been the kind of, like, super brutal character where I'm just like, I hate everybody and I have no friends. I have no friends ever. But I kind of like Soul Survivor. So we'll do that.
Confirm military specialization.
Now, this is important, because this, I'd like to take the same class all the way through. So this is crazy important, this decision, because this is going to be what we're playing with the entire time. I'm, like, honestly, I pretty much just want to go with Vanguard, but I'll read them all to you. So soldiers are combat specialists ideal for the front lines of a firefight. Soldiers get improved health, can train in the use of all weapon types, start with the ability to use medium armor, and can specialize in heavy armor. Engineers. Engineers are tech specialists. Using the holographic Omni tool, they can decrypt security systems, repair or modify technical equipment, disrupt enemy weapons or shields, and heal their squad. Engineers can only use light armor and can only receive weapons training with pistols. Adepts. Adepts are biotic specialists, though through upgradable implants, they can use biotic powers to lift or throw objects, shield the squad, and disable or destroy enemies. Adepts can only use light armor and can only receive weapons training with pistols. Infiltrator. Infiltrators combine combat and tech abilities to specialize in killing or disabling enemies at long range. Infiltrators are trained to use Omni tools, focusing on decryption and offensive abilities rather than healing. They can use pistols or sniper rifles in medium armor. Sentinel. Sentinels combine biotic and tech abilities. Typically, they use biotic abilities and advanced healing skills to defend allies, though they can also disrupt opponents with biotic or tech attacks. They are more efficient in tech and biotics than other classes, but at the expense of combat. Sentinels can only use light armor and receive no advanced weapon training. Sentinels later in the games are like tanks, so it's kind of interesting how early on they're a lot different. Vanguards are biotic warriors. They combine biotics and weapons to take down opponents and are especially deadly at short range. They use pistols and shotguns and specialize in medium armor. Midnight Bioshock, thanks for the brand new sub. Welcome to the Dinosaur Tea Party. Hi. Thanks for being here. So, if you don't understand, like, maybe what's asking you, so for this part, there's 3, like, schools of combat. There's biotics, tech, and then like normal soldier weaponry, right? So just traditional combat. Those are like the 3 forms of combat you have. Soldier, imagine you have 2 points to spend in which ones you want to specialize. And soldier puts both into weapons. Engineer is both into tech. Adept is both into biotics. Infiltrator is one tech, 1 weapons. Sentinel is tech and biotics, and Vanguard is biotics and traditional combat. That's kind of how each of these kind of play out. I almost want to go Adept, because I don't think I've had a full Adept playthrough before. And later on, but I want to play with Liara. Because I'm a bitch. So hard! I love them all so much! Let's skip full main storyline-based choices. There are 20,736 different possible ways to complete the first Mass Effect. Holy fuck. I did not know that. That is insane. Oh, Vanguard is so fun because you're a pinball. Like, and I know why Infiltrator is preferred, because Infiltrator, especially later in the games with Tactical Cloak, is so good. People are saying Vanguard in chat. All right, we'll do Vanguard. Bonus talent. Why do I have a bonus talent? I actually don't know. Decryption, electron. I don't remember. Oh, because this is not really a thing in the later ones. Well, I guess it is. Because based on so another thing, I really like this. Based on achievements you have unlocked in the game, you actually get benefits when either you start a new game or do like a new game plus. I'm pretty sure. I have to double check the new game plus. But for example, if you do a loyalty mission for someone like Liara or somebody like that later on, or someone who has a very unique ability only they have, if you do their loyalty mission, you can then spec into it. And use it on your character. I think it has to be at the start, though. I can't remember. But it's really cool that you can get it via the achievements. I'm pretty sure I'm going to do the assault rifles, because I think assault rifles in Mass Effect 1 are freaking bonkers. So they were going to go with that.
Facial identification.
Because then I can do ARs and shotguns, which will be really strong. That covers my mid-range and my short range, and then someone else can be long range. So, do I want to change the appearance, or do I want to go with basic? I think just for the traditional Mass Effect experience, we'll go with the normal one.
Reconstruction complete.
So here we are. Let's go. My name is T-Rex Shepard. I'm a colonist. Well, wait. My name is T-Rex Shepard. I'm a colonist. I'm a sole survivor who happens to also be a vanguard. Let's go.
Identification confirmed.
So I think I'm gonna put it on veteran. Do not want auto level up. Definitely want subtitles. And I think I want normal target assist. And I think I want to use active squad power use. I can't remember how. I know I can switch that easily. So if they're going to be stupid, I can turn it off. And we'll turn autosave on.
Well, what about Shepard? She grew up in the colonies.
She knows how tough life can be out there. Her parents were killed when slavers attacked Mindwar.
She saw her whole unit die on a cruise. She could have some serious emotional scars.
Every soldier has scars. Shepard's a survivor.
Is that the kind of person we want protecting the galaxy?
That's the only kind of person who can protect the galaxy.
I'll make the call.
In the year 2148, explorers on Mars discovered the remains of an ancient spacefaring civilization. In the decades that followed, these mysterious artifacts revealed startling new technologies, enabling travel to the furthest stars. The basis for this incredible technology was a force that controlled the very fabric of space and time. They called it the greatest government in history. They called it the Mass Effect phenomenon. Yeah, fuck Odina. I agree.
The Arcturus Prime relay is in range. Initiating transmission sequence.
I'm so excited.
We are connected. Calculating transit mass and destination. The relay is hot. Acquiring approach vector. All stations secure for transit.
Seth Green!
Board is green. Approach run has begun. Hitting the relay in 3, 2, 1. Thrusters, check. Navigation, check. Internal emissions sync engaged. All systems online. Drift, just under 1500K.
1500 is good. Your captain will be pleased.
I hate that guy.
Nihilus gave you a compliment. So you hate him.
You remember to zip up your jumpsuit on the way out of the bathroom? That's good. I just jumped us halfway across the galaxy and hit a target the size of a pinhead. So that's incredible. Besides, Spectres are trouble. I don't like having them on board. Call me paranoid.
You're paranoid. The Council helped fund this project. They have a right to send someone to keep an eye on their investment.
Yeah, that is the official story. But only an idiot believes the official story.
You always expect the worst.
Well, bad feelings are an occupational hazard.
Oh shit, Shepard!
We don't go anywhere unless there's a good reason, so... What are we doing here?
Joker, status report.
Just cleared the mass relay, Captain. Stealth systems engaged. Everything looks solid.
Good. Find a comm buoy and link us into the network. I want mission reports relayed back to Alliance Brass before we reach Eden Prime.
Aye, aye, Captain. Better brace yourself, sir. I think Nihilus is headed your way.
He's already here, Lieutenant. Tell Commander Shepard to meet me in the comm room for a debriefing.
You get that, Commander?
I'm on my way.
Is it me or does the Captain always sound a little pissed off?
Only when he's talking to you, Joker.
Correct. Lego. Welcome to Mass Effect, everybody. So let's see what I remember. The mission computer accesses your journal, map, and other important screens. Flashing screens have new updates. Move the left stick to high-end controls. Yes. So these menus get better. So, this is your level up screen. The squad screen lets you view talents for each squad member. Press up and down the D-pad to view general descriptions. Press left and right. Yada, yada, yada. I know how to use this. Okay. So, oh, I get thrown warp at the start? Yes. So, later on in the games, they simplify this pretty heavily. At least I think that they do. Man, it's been so... I played so much... Now that I played so much Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, and now that I played so much Mass Effect Andromeda multiplayer, I'm, like, trying to remember how all the leveling systems work. Yeah, but this is basically it. You can spec into doing, pistol damage, shotgun damage. Assault training is just... They all basically vary in different things. Throw, lift, warp, and barrier. Then Vanguard. I don't get charge until Mass Effect 2, I think. I just get barrier and warp. All that kind of stuff. So yeah. Pistols increases accuracy and damage with the pistols, grants the marksman ability, which is awesome. Shotguns increases accuracy and damage with shotguns, and grants the carnage ability, which is awesome. Assault training increases melee damage and overall weapon damage, grants the adrenaline burst ability. Tactical armor basically allows you to take less damage, but eventually you can unlock using medium armor. You don't get heavy armor though. Increase things and mutations of your... Do they actually mutate here? They don't, do they? Yeah, okay, that's only later on. So throw is projects a mass effect field powerful enough to hurl objects and enemies caught in the area of effect out of the way. Leveling up, increased strength. Throw, knocking targets farther, inflicting greater damage. Lift. Warp. Projects a powerful Mass Effect field that wreaks havoc on a subatomic level. Weakens armor and inflicts damage over time on enemies caught in the area of effect. Barrier is like your shield, except it's like way cooler than a shield. Assault rifles, same thing for shotguns and pistols. And you get the overkill ability. Vanguard, so this is like your actual class training, which is specified only for your class, obviously. So it's biotic resistance and damage with shotguns and pistols. Charm. So this is something they do away with later on for other things, but basically you get increased dialogue options. I almost want to take all three, just that way I can get any and all dialogue options that are possible. And I'm sure people are gonna be mad at me about it, but I don't even... See, the thing is, I just don't remember when I have times to use that. But yeah, I'm gonna go Paragon. I'm personally a Paragon player, so, and like I said, I want to give you the most me experience I can and share with you. But yeah, adrenaline plus biotics, yeah, it's dumb. It's dumb. So I'm probably not gonna be doing a lot of things. Yeah. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna take 3 here. So, but I'm just a Paragon player. That's just what I am, And the reason why I want to grab that is because I want to unlock all dialogue options that are possible. We'll go on YouTube? Absolutely.
He's a Spectre. They're always on a mission.
And we're getting dragged right along with him.
Relax, Presley. You're gonna give yourself an ulcer.
Congratulations, Commander. Looks like we had a smooth run. You heading down to see the captain?
Sounds like you don't trust our Turian guest.
Sorry, Commander. Just having a chat with Adams down at engineering. I didn't mean to cause any trouble. But you have to admit, something's odd about this mission. The whole crew feels it.
You think the Alliance brass is holding out on us?
If all we're supposed to do is test out the stealth system, why is Captain Anderson in charge? And then there's Nihilus. Spectres are elite operatives, top covert agents. Why send a Spectre, a Turian Spectre, on a shakedown run? It doesn't add up.
So by talking to everyone around the ship, even though you're dropped kind of in the middle of like going into a mission, you can find out what the mission's about and stuff like that. That's kind of what a lot of the dialogue options are, is a lot of lore, a lot of figuring out what's going on in any specific given mission, or just background for characters and stuff like that. I'm playing on Veteran. I don't want to play on... I don't know what Mass Effect 1 max level is. Insanity? Probably Insanity. I think... Is it Suicide? I don't remember. Not what I want. Spectres will lead... yeah, we already did this. So...
What do you know about the stealth systems?
I just know it masks our location from scans and sensors. Cutting-edge technology. The Normandy's the only ship with this prototype drive. But why are we fully staffed? A skeleton crew would be cheaper. Less chance of security leaks, too. Plus, there's Nihilus. It's pretty obvious this shakedown run is just a cover.
For what?
Damned if I know, Commander. We're out here on false pretenses. I'm not a fan of being left in the dark.
You don't trust Nihilus?
I don't like Turians in general. It runs in my family.
Racist?
My grandfather fought in the First
Specious?
Contact War. Lost a lot of friends when the Turians hit us.
That was 30 years ago. You can't blame Nihilus for that.
No, I guess not. but it still makes me nervous to have a Spectre on board, especially a Turian. We're an Alliance vessel, human military, but Nihilus doesn't answer to the captain like the rest of us. Spectres operate outside the normal chain of command, and they don't come along just to observe shakedown runs. Nihilus looks like he's expecting some heavy action. I don't like it.
Do you have a problem with the captain?
No, ma'am. But I can't figure out what he's doing here. Captain Anderson is one of the most decorated Special Forces officers in the service. If he melted down all his medals, he could make a life-size statue of himself. You don't send a soldier like that on a do-nothing mission. He's treating this shakedown run too seriously. Something big is going on.
The voice acting is so good in this game for the most part. The animations get interesting, but yeah.
I'll see if I can get some answers when I see him.
Good luck, Commander.
And you get basically good experience for doing literally anything in this game.
Something Nihilus isn't telling us about this mission.
That's crazy.
Dr. Chalk
Captain's in charge here. He wouldn't take orders from a Spectre.
Badass Dr. Chalk was.
Not his choice, Doc. Spectres don't answer to anyone. They can do whatever they want.
Fuck you,
Kill
Jenkins.
anyone who gets in their way.
Oh, you watch too many spy vids, Jenkins.
What do you think, Commander? We won't be staying on Eden Prime too long, will we? I'm itching for some real action.
I sincerely hope you're kidding, Corporal. Your real action usually ends with me patching up crew members in the infirmary.
You need to calm down, Corporal. A good soldier stays cool even under fire.
Ass.
Sorry, Commander, but this waiting's killing me. I've never been on a mission like this before, not one with a Spectre on board.
What can you tell me about Nihilus?
Turians are generally well respected by the other species. Their fleet has more patrols protecting Citadel space than any other. They don't always get on well with us, though. Some people find them too rigid. Others still blame them for the First Contact War. As for Nihilus, I haven't said more than 2 words to him. He usually only speaks to the captain.
I heard Nihilus once took down an entire enemy platoon all by himself. Man, I can't believe I'm on a mission with an actual Spectre.
Just treat this like every other assignment you've had and everything will work out.
Easy for you to say. You proved yourself on a cruise. Everybody knows what you can do. This is my big chance. I need to show the brass what I can do.
This mission isn't about personal glory, Corporal. We have a job to do. Don't do anything stupid to mess it up.
Don't worry, ma'am.
Wrecked.
I'm not gonna screw this up.
I'm sure you won't. Positive. You might as well get him a red shirt now. Yeah, I mean, you know.
What do you know about the Spectres?
Only what I've heard. Spectre agents work directly for the Citadel Council. They usually work alone or in small groups. Spectres don't have any official power, though. Basically, they're a shadow organization with a mandate to preserve and protect galactic stability.
Protect it at any cost. Don't forget that part. Spectres operate above the law.
Why don't we have any of our own people in there?
Spectres usually come from the Council races, like the Turians. We've been trying to get a human accepted into their ranks for years now. So far, it hasn't happened.
Hey, Commander, you'd make a good Spectre. Always getting dropped into impossible situations, forced to survive unbeatable odds. Just like you on a cruise.
I just want to be an asshole to Jenkins, almost.
I try not to think about Akuz.
Sorry, Commander. I didn't mean to offend you. I respect what you did there. We all do.
Let's not dwell on the past, Commander. Was there something else you needed?
You're from Eden Prime, aren't you, Jenkins? What's it like?
It's very
Brand
peaceful,
new
Commander.
subscriber.
They've been real careful with development so you don't have any city noise or pollution. My parents lived on the outskirts of the colony. At night, I used to climb this big hill and stare across the fields back at the lights from the main settlement. It was gorgeous. But when I got older, I realized it was a little too calm and quiet for me. That's why I joined the Alliance. Even Paradise gets boring after a while.
Game and Cricket, thanks for the brand new sub. Welcome. Love
Any
you.
idea why Eden Prime was chosen as our destination?
Not really sure, Commander. Eden Prime's one of our most stable colonies. Good place to take the Normandy for a shakedown run, I guess. No real danger there.
I'm sure.
There's gotta be something else going on. We've got a Spectre on board. That's why I'm so wound up. I can't wait for the
forgot
real
how they
mission
like
to start.
They like if you look for it, they just smash you over the head with like the everything's fine. Nothing could possibly go wrong. Hey, don't worry, it's fine. Nothing's gonna happen. And then, you know, or you don't know.
The captain's waiting for me.
Goodbye, Commander.
Oh, I forgot I can pull a gun. Oh, man. How do I put it away? Crap. B? X and B? Okay, cool. Jenkins! Can I? Just shoot away, oh! One of these days, Jenkins, friendly fire's gonna be turned off. Or on. I always forget which one it is. Okay, can I do anything on the sides right now? I don't think so. They're closed? Yeah. Is that Liara's room later? I can't remember. And this is Dr. Chakwas' office, I think. Can't remember. What's up, baby?
Commander Shepard, I was hoping you'd get here first. It will give us a chance to talk.
Where is she?
The captain said he'd meet me here.
Batman.
He's on his way. I'm interested in this world we're going to, Eden Prime. I've heard it's quite beautiful.
They say it's a paradise.
Yes, a paradise. Serene, tranquil, safe. Eden Prime has become something of a symbol for your people, hasn't it? Proof that humanity can not only establish colonies across the galaxy, but also protect them. But how safe is it really?
If I put a bomb there and it exploded, would it still be safe?
Do you know something?
Your people are still newcomers, Shepard. The galaxy can be a very dangerous place. Is the Alliance truly ready for this?
I think it's about time we told the commander what's really going on.
This mission is far more than a simple shakedown run.
I figured there was something you weren't telling us.
We're making a covert pickup on Eden Prime. That's why we needed the stealth systems operational.
There must be a reason you didn't tell me about this, sir?
This comes down from the top, Commander. Information strictly on a need-to-know basis. A research team on Eden Prime unearthed some kind of beacon during an excavation. It was Prothean.
Javik? I mean, what?
I thought the Protheans vanished 50,000 years ago.
Their legacy still remains. The mass relays, the Citadel, our ship drives. It's all based on Prothean technology.
This is big, Shepard. The last time humanity made a discovery like this, it jumped our technology forward 200 years. But Eden Prime doesn't have the facilities to handle something like this. We need to bring the beacon back to the Citadel for proper study.
Obviously, this goes beyond mere human interests, Commander. This discovery could affect every species in Council space.
Why didn't we keep the beacon for ourselves?
You humans don't have the best reputation. Some species see you as selfish, too unpredictable, too independent, even dangerous.
Sharing that beacon will improve relations with the Council. Plus, we need their scientific expertise. They know more about the Protheans than we do.
The beacon's not the only reason I'm here, Shepard.
Nihilus wants to see you in action, Commander. He's here to evaluate you.
What's going on, Captain?
The Alliance has been pushing for this for a long time. Humanity wants a larger role in shaping interstellar policy. We want more say with the Citadel Council. The Spectres represent the Council's power and authority. If they accept a human into their ranks, it shows how far the Alliance has come.
Not many could have survived what you went through on Akuz. You showed a remarkable will to live, a particularly useful talent. That's why I put your name forward as a candidate for the Spectres.
Aw, Nihilus.
Why would a Turian want a human in the Spectres?
Not all Turians resent humanity. Some of us see the potential of your species. We see what you have to offer to the rest of the galaxy, and to the Spectres. We are an elite group. It's rare to find an individual with the skills we seek. I don't care that you're human, Shepard. I only care that you can do the job.
Thanks, Chappie. If you spoon Nihilus in bed, would you poke your eye out?
I assume this is good for the Alliance.
Earth needs this, Shepard. We're counting on you.
I need to see your skills for myself, Commander. Eden Prime will be the first of several missions together.
You'll be in charge of the ground team. Secure the beacon and get it onto the ship ASAP. Nihilus will accompany you to observe the mission.
Yeah.
What do you know about the Protheans?
Just what they taught us in school. They were a technologically advanced species that ruled the galaxy 50,000 years ago. Then they vanished. Nobody really knows how or why, though I've heard plenty of theories. But everyone agrees, galactic civilization wouldn't exist without them.
Their citadel is the very heart of galactic society, and without their mass relays, interstellar travel would be impossible. We all owe the Protheans a great debt.
I'd like to know more about Eden Prime before we touch down.
It's a peaceful farming world, but it represents something much bigger. Eden Prime is one of our oldest and most successful colonies. It proved we were ready to face the challenges of settling new worlds, to forge a place for humanity beyond Earth. It symbolizes humanity's growth and evolution as a spacefaring species. And after this, it will be known as the world where humans made a discovery of galactic importance.
That we're all... I was gonna say fucked, but we're all fine. Nothing is bad out of Eden Prime, everybody.
Why is this beacon so important?
All advanced galactic civilization is based on Prothean technology, even yours.
If we hadn't discovered those Prothean ruins buried on Mars, we'd still be stuck on Earth. That was just a small data cache. Who knows what we can learn from this beacon? What if it's a weapons archive? We can't let it fall into the wrong hands.
Like who?
The Attican Traverse isn't the most stable sector of Citadel space. There are plenty of raiders and criminal groups active in the region. They might figure a Prothean beacon is worth the risk of attacking an Alliance ship. Plus, Eden Prime is right on the border of the Terminus systems.
I like how, like, at the start of this game, you can choose to more or less just learn the main story plot and push forward, but you have the choice to really dive deep and learn exactly what's going on at, like, this exact moment. And I love games that do that. They don't, like, force, like, shove the story in your face. If you don't want it, you can play it for a little bit, but yeah. But, I love that about games.
The
when they do
Attican
it right.
Traverse is under Citadel protection. If the Terminus systems attack, it's an act of war.
Technically, yes. But some of the species in the Terminus might be willing to start a war over this.
The last thing the Council wants is to get dragged into a major conflict with the Terminus systems. We have to keep this low-key.
Let's do it.
Just give the word, Captain.
We should be getting close to Eden.
Captain, we got a problem.
Oh yeah, and the codex
What's wrong,
too.
Joker?
Transmission from Eden Prime, sir. You better see this.
Bring it up on screen.
Get down!
We are under attack, taking heavy casualties. I repeat, heavy casualties. We can't get evac. They came out of nowhere. We need...
Everything cuts out after that. No comm traffic at all. Just goes dead. There's nothing.
Reverse and hold at 38.5.
Cthulhu!
Status report.
17 minutes out, Captain. No other Alliance ships in the area.
Take us in, Joker, fast and quiet. This mission just got a lot more complicated.
A small strike team can move quickly, without drawing attention. It's our best chance to secure the beacon.
Grab your gear and meet us in the cargo hold. Tell Alenko and Jenkins to suit up, Commander. You're going in.
Oh,
Jenkins?
look at that resub. Hamburglar, thank you.
Engaging stealth systems. Somebody was doing some serious digging here, Captain.
Your team's the muscle in this operation, Commander. Go in heavy and head straight for the dig site.
What about survivors, Captain?
Helping survivors is a secondary objective. The beacon's your top priority.
Approaching drop point 1.
Nihilus, you coming with us?
I move faster on my own.
Nihilus will scout out ahead. He'll feed you status reports throughout the mission. Otherwise, I want radio silence.
We've got his back, Captain.
The mission's yours now, Shepard. Good luck!
We are approaching drop point 2.
Ship perimeter secure, Commander.
It's a lot darker than I remember. I remember it being a lot lighter when you come
This place
here.
got hit hard, Commander. Hostiles everywhere. Guard them.
Listen, I'm practicing, okay?
I think we got him, Commander.
Do I? Nope, nope, nope. Okay, that's group up, that's go, that's hold. Okay. Try and remember I need to remember all the buttons, because if I don't, I'm gonna die. Hey! Nice, so I can't swap. That's how I have to swap weapons? Okay, good to know. Oh my god. Oh, accuracy is so bad. And you actually have to hit A, too. Cool. Alright, Jenkins. Jenkins can use anything, guys. I'm sure. Dude, he must be like the best soldier ever. He's gonna use. You know what? He's gonna be the sniping guy. I believe in him. I believe in you, Richard. What
happened here?
Alright. How do I run? Full day? Yeah, looks like it.